Nope. Did I stuck the scout on myself. The scout's on my ship. That's so cool. Alright, hello people. Welcome back to another episode of Hopian Plays Outer Wilds. Hello. So we are on episode number 23, if I remember correctly. It's going to be either 23 or 24, depending on how I edit the previous video. But, yeah, hi, welcome back. And, this time I'm going to be flying solo, no Spud this time. But I'm not going to be completely alone. I've got my little co-pilot, my little travel buddy right here on my lap. Hi, Perseus. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, he's soaking up all this love. So, yeah, I've got my little cat. I've got another cat up here on the shelf over here as well, so I will not have Spud, but that does not mean I will be alone. Anyways, for this episode, I think I'm just gonna test a few. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do. I might. There's something I want to test. There's one thing for sure I want to test, and that's a theory I have on the tornado panels. But the tornado panels on Giant Steep, that's what I'm talking about. But then there's also Brittle Hollow I want to explore a little bit more of. There's so much I want to do, and there's only so much I can fit in a single episode. So, between the two, I think I want to do the tornado panels, because that's something I have been wanting to do, and it's Giant Steep, which kind of relates to a couple of episodes ago. I just want to get that out of the way. So, that's what we're going to do this episode, and if we have enough time, we'll go back to Brittle Hollow. So, yeah, that's the plan for this episode. He's a good boy. Oh, he's gonna fall asleep on my lap while I'm playing. He's literally right now he's resting his head on my arm, and he's just looking at me. But he likes to rest his head on my arm while I'm playing. If I'm playing a game with a controller, at least, because if I'm playing with a computer, kind of hard to. Yeah, that's why controller gameplay is a little bit better, anyways. Let's get to the game. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, resume expedition. Yeah, sorry I had to offend you. I'm moving my arm. Yes, I get it. I know. Don't look at me like that. Alright. And we're up. So, to Giant Steep we go. No background narration from Spud. Annoying background. Okay. Well, since my arm is moved, he's decided to just lay his head on either the armrests or... Oh, well, no, he's just putting his... He's just looking at me expectantly, waiting for me to put my arm back in its place. So, we'll see how that goes. Alright, anyways. There's Mr. Quantum Moon, there's the big old sun, and there's Giant Steep. So let's go to Giant Steep. Now, if I look at my travel log, let's see, is there anything that I might have missed? Particularly, there's the Hanging City, which I still need to explore. These green dots, I'm guessing, are things that I'm new? I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's just new additions to the... Okay, well, I might as well go ahead and clear them. Things that I might have realized. Okay, I'm just gonna clear these out so that way I know what's new and what's not after this episode. Okay. Yeah, so I've cleared everything out, oh, except for this one right here and this one. Alright. Cool. Still on the autopilot. Just make sure I got every little bit. Yeah, that's so convenient. I love having just the autopilot do its thing and then I'm able to do my thing in the background. Now I don't have to be constantly looking. Okay, enough of the autopilot. So, here is my theory. My theory is that as soon as one of the cyclones picks up a platform, that's when these cyclone panels activate. So in order to test that theory, I have to find the cyclone panels. I know that island over there does not have one, so I need to find another island that might. Let's see. That's the big old cyclone. Here's an island, and I think this one has this. Yes, it does. Okay. I can't go in this way, or at least I can't land my ship here. So I have to land my ship on the landing pad right here. Alright, here we go. And we're just gonna wait for a cyclone to appear. So for that to happen, I just pause the video and we'll pick up right where we left off. Alright, I think I see a storm approaching. Here we go. Oh, that's just a big ass storm. Okay. Well, we'll still see. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I hear some wind. I don't want to go out there and miss my chance. Yeah. Okay. More waiting. Okay, and that's cool. Okay. I just figured out a nifty trick on how to unpause my recordings. Anyways, yeah. I hear the cyclone coming, so that means it's coming sometime soon. Let's go ahead and get picked up. Yep, and just as I thought, that's a panel that's being lifted up. What is it? But what does it mean? Is it just... Oh, I get what it is. I think it's a safety thing so that I don't die, basically. If I'm not mistaken. So it's just gonna keep me in place. Yeah? Yeah, I think that's just a safety thing. To catch me in the air so that I don't die. It's pretty smart, pretty clever. Good to know. But it's not entirely useful for me in this island particularly. But I know where I can use it for. So I'm going to go use it for what I think I can use it for. Or what I know I can use it for. Let me just double check something really quick. Yep, still recording. Good. Don't want to make any mistakes like I did last episode. God, that was terrible. Plus I have to edit all that, and that's just not fun. Alright, where is the statue island? Oh, okay. Hi, cat. You've decided to come down from your hiding spot up on the shelf. Hold on, let me just make sure he's not eating something on... Make sure he's not eating something on my desk. Hey, that's not for you. Off. Good. Okay. Anyways, yeah, okay. So I was heading towards the Statue Island because the Statue Island has a place that specifically allows me to, or it's a place that's specifically only accessible if I'm in the air. I have a feeling that like that's the only way I can actually access it. So like, yeah. A couple episodes, if you guys remember, that like there was a spot that I wasn't able to access. There was no stairs, no clear way of getting to it. My theory is that the only way to get up there is by using the cyclone pad. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright. Oh, and I hear a cyclone coming already. Alright, just need to make sure I am at the right spot whenever this happens, because I do not want to be in the wrong spot. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. Ready to be launched. And any second now. And liftoff! We have liftoff! We're up in the air. Okay. Want to make sure I get to safety. Is there writing? Yeah, there is writing there. Alright. And we are safe. So, with that discovery, here I am. I'm curious, is sending a being's memories back in time the same as sending the being itself back in time? Oh, now my other co-pilot has left me. I am all alone now. Okay, is sending a being's memories back in time the same as sending the being itself back in time? Okay. As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time? Not my physical body, but my essence. Interesting. Interesting. I imagine there are two different actions. Wouldn't both actions be effectively the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe that this is different from receiving memories from what is effectively the future. But isn't the end result identical in either case? Okay, so it's just basically theorizing on what the hell this is, you know, what it entails if you're... Yeah, it's a lot of questions that need to be, that are like technical questions about like whole time travel thingy, and it's just like, am I actually traveling time, or what's going on here, you know? It's interesting, but I'm not entirely sure how this helps me with my my quests. But still interesting, fascinating to discover nonetheless, and I'm glad I discovered how these things work, so that I know I can be safe in the future. Alright. Anyways, let's see. Is there anything else I can think of on Giant's Deep that I have yet to discover? There's these jellyfish. I wonder if I could touch them with my ship. I wonder what it does. I can't get there, can I? Nope. The current's taking me away. Go! Nope. Did I stuck the scout on myself. The scout's on my ship. That's so cool. I wasn't expecting to do that. But now the scout is like a second camera for my shift. Except it's not really a good perspective. That's still cool. I stuck the scout on my ship. That's something I'll have to tell Spud about. Let's take a good look at this gravity cannon, see if there's any other components maybe that I might have missed. Alright, I'm catching up to it. Alright. Let's see. What is that? What is that? Why is that there? Oh, that's an island that's flying up there. That's funny. Wow. That goes really high out of the atmosphere. Surprisingly. Okay. Yeah, that's really funny. Oh. Alarm. Hold on. Okay. Now, let's see. What hit me? Okay. The other part. Let's see. Is there anything in particular that... Doesn't look like there's anything I'm missing. What about here? No. It's just broken parts of the gravity cannon. There's not really much else. Okay. Let's go... Ooh, okay, here's another theory I want to test before I go to Brittle Hollow. I want to see if I can get on that warp pad again. because that warp pad was kind of intriguing nonetheless. I don't want to fly into the sun. Please, 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 please do not fly in the sun. Please don't fly in the sun. Or at least miss the sun. Yikes. Momentum is a thing. The interloper. Man, that thing is scary. Some scary stuff. What a crazy discovery for the Nomai. You can see the storms on Giant Deep. I wonder what happens if I get struck by lightning. Is that even possible? It'll probably just damage my ship. Alright, no, I'm not going to the Ember Twin, I'm going to the Ash Twin. Okay. Now. Here's the warp pads. Let me find the right one. Alright, the sand just passed. That means the island also, or the planet also just passed as well. I do have some time. Where is the damage? It says aft hole. Does that mean the back, the rear? It says the aft hole was damaged. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it is the rear. Okay. Anyways, so this is not the warp pad that I was looking for. This is the one. Now, how do I do this without getting lifted up by the sand? I have a feeling the only way is by waiting until the sun's about to explode and then being lifted up. Because otherwise the sand's going to be in the way. And like, so because the sun explodes when the sand is done. That's just basically like what, you know, the way it works, that the timer is over. The time's up. Because this is the hourglass. The hourglass is finished hourglassing itself, and then yeah. Okay. Come on. Where's the sand? Whoa. Okay, hold on. I think the sand might already be finished. Can't tell. Oh, there's the sand. Okay. So it is coming. Yeah, it's coming pretty quickly. I need to get myself out of the way, so sand. There goes my ship. And then... No, 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 no. Stop lifting me up. Damn it. I was hoping I would be safe underneath that bridge, but I was not. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, well, I can try to figure out where the warp pad goes anyways. Judging by what trajectory it would have gone. Not that it would really matter. I'm still very curious, though. It's just intriguing. Okay. Well, let me stock up on air and other supplies before I try to do this again. Since I have the time for it. I'll go visit what's-his-face. Is his name Gabbro? No, that's not Gabbro. Can't remember this guy's name. This guy. Alright, Chert. Yeah. Yummy marshmallows. Okay. back to the Ash Twin I go. I'm really devoted to this idea of hopefully finding out where this warp pad goes. Wow, I'm really good at doing this. Alright, and is there still sand? There is still sand. Well, hopefully I don't get lifted up by the bridge this, or what, by standing underneath the bridge this time. I'm also trying to think of like where it would go, though. That's the question. Okay, come on. And no! Still too late. Or still too early. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'll probably just cut the video then. And see what I can do. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna see if this time around it can work. Doesn't look like it will, but I'll still try it anyways. Come on, sand. Do your thing. Pass on by, but don't lift me up. Nope. Okay. I guess really the only way is to wait for the sand to stop. So. Alright, time's running out, and the sand has stopped, but it's all the way on the other side of the planet. I really hope I can warp instead of just wasting my time. Trying to get a good picture of where the other twin is. Damn it. And the time is running out. Oh, there's the other twin. Okay, here it is. Okay, I hope I can make it. Don't think I will, but I hope so. Come on, work, 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 work. Work, 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 work. And no. Not enough time. Man, that sucks. How is this warp pad supposed to work? Man, that sucks. Alright. Well, how are we doing on lesson time? Or, not lesson, what am I saying? Lesson? No. Episode time. Episode time is not too bad, actually, so I could continue. Yeah, I'll continue. But, yeah, I don't know how that warp pad's supposed to work. That troubles me. It's kind of like that one door that I can't reach. That's also the thing that troubles me. It's like, how are these things supposed to work if you can't really get them to work? Just puzzles, 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 puzzles. Alright. We're gonna try going on Brittle Hollow now. And we're gonna check out the Hanging City a little bit more. Saw the Eye Shrine. That's what we saw last episode. So I guess we'll maybe check out the other part. What's on the second floor? Alright, so how am I going to want to get in? I can either get in through there or there. I think I'll go in through this way, which I'm more familiar with anyways. Yeah. Well, almost perfect landing. There we go. I will say it's pretty convenient how my ship has unlimited fuel. Yeah, I don't have to worry about things like that. Okay. Now, trying to find a gravity crystal path. There it is. Let's check out this hanging city. Just casually walking upside down. I'm Spider-Man! That's cool. What's out there? What do you think that could be? Have I been there? I'm not sure. Might be something I want to check out. Alright, here we go. I bet there's... I'm sure there's going to be at one point where I'm going to be like... I'm going to find out how these gravity crystals are, like, made and what's their purpose. Or, well, like, what material they're made of. Okay, here I am. Back where I was before. And let me see if I can... That platform, that mysterious platform. I wonder if I could land on it or something. Hold on. Okay. Here goes nothing. No! Oh, come on. That wasn't... I shouldn't have done that. Dang it. Now I have to skip again. Bleh. Alright, I warped back to the planet. Here I am. I'm gonna try to make my way back towards where I was before. Without dying. Preferably. Oh, that was perfect. Okay. Go, go, go. %. Damn. 1% and then 90%. Yeah, this is a 1% surface integrity. I need to get moving out of here. 99%, okay. Don't want to fall again. Alright, yeah, that's definitely gonna fall into the black hole if I don't play that right. I'm really curious about what's there, though. Okay. I've gotta know. If I can't reach it to... Or if I can't reach the second place that I was looking for, this place right here, I'm gonna try to see what I can find over there. Alright. I think I'm good here. There's nothing here. Oh wait, yes there is something. Surface integrity 99, 100, 100. Should be fine. Yeah, should be fine. 12%. Yikes. That's not good. Means if I come over here and that gets destroyed, I won't have a way coming back. Which wouldn't be the greatest, but... Oh, is this just a bridge? Yeah, okay, hold on. Ah, okay, so this is just a path that goes to the Hanging City. It's not really anything particularly interesting. Good to know. Okay. Well, now that that's known, let's go see what's over here. 3 minutes of oxygen. Well, it doesn't matter because I've got trees over here. What's over here? What is this? Black hole forge controls. Interesting. That's probably going to be necessary at some point. What? Okay. Astron project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Okay. That's all there is. There's 2 other scrolls somewhere, but... Oh, here's one. Okay, I'm fine. Solution 2. We should craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Okay. We could do that. Or... Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however. It's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. I think it would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge true, and I could recreate the basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. This is all the different Nomai all chiming in. Oh, we know, whoever this person is, I've never seen this name before. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel core. Okay. No, but Poke was apprenticed to a Nona who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting similar cores. Okay, interesting. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Onona explained many of his designs to me. Okay. So, summarization. Solution 2, craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. I don't know if they did that, but that is a solution that they had come up with. All the more theories for me to explore. Anything here? Nope. Still a scroll somewhere. No scroll here. Scroll here. Just gonna check around here, see if there's anything in particular. See? I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's war core without him. At times, it still feels strange to longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis: this will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, and probably. But what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know that what he taught me. What if I had bitten off a larger portion that I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what is needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Yeah, that is a lot of responsibility for Poke to be wearing on him or herself. For sure. What's up here? Is this the Black Hole Forge? This might be the Black Hole Forge. Where am I? Ah, this is an alternate entrance to the Hanging City. Good to know. Very good to know. Hold on, let me just get a good vantage point. Yep, there's the warp. That was really close. And scared the daylights out of me. Oh my god. Okay. Talk about a meteor jump scare. Okay. Wow. Anyways, back to what I was doing. It's good to know that there's an alternate entrance here, because that's nice. Alright. Anyways, where was I? I was going to do the scroll thing. The third scroll. Where's the third scroll go? Right here. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. Oh, solution 1. Okay, we could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. The warp core itself. The vessel's warp core is broken, at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Okay. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Cassava, Remy, Kona. See, I'm paying more attention to names now. Okay, Phlox. This would require a return to Dark Bramble Plume. My father said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Calais, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the anglerfish fossil. We used to play in that fossil fish cave when we were children. Hey, it's the children that are all grown up now. Yeah, I recognize that name. Now that I'm thinking about it, I recognize Remy. That's cool how that comes full circle. But it's also kind of sad because, like, it means they've all grown up, not being able to leave. Okay, anyways. Calais, what Mallory and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish. But our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Yeah. Okay. I have to look back at the ship log to try to figure out what it was they discovered about the anglerfish. but we'll do that some other time. Alright, what is this area? This looks like, oh. Oh. Oh! Well, that makes things a lot easier when it comes to exploring this thing. Oh. Oh, okay, this is a black hole forge control thingy. That makes sense. Okay. Right, because that's what I had read over here. Black hole forge controls. So I probably have to come back here to do something with the black hole forge. In order to get there, the only way I know of is to use the portal. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go on Ember Twin, and or Ash Twin rather, and yeah, go that way. Okay, we'll see if I have enough time to do that before the sun explodes. But then again, there is probably a decent amount of things to discover about the Black Hole Forge. We'll see. How are we doing on episode time? We're about 30 minutes. I could end the episode here. Let me think. What should I do? I think I'll wait till Spud's back to do the Black Hole Forge, because I think that will be a very interesting discovery, though I am eager to know what's the deal with the Black Hole Forge. I think I'll wait till Spud is back. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna end this episode here. Yeah, I think I've done some good work today. Not too much, but I did something. And I'm happy with what I did. So, yeah. Time to end the episode. Thank you for watching. As always, it's been a nice episode. This was good. I am happy with my progress. And we are, yeah, I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to leave a comment, leave a like, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully with Spud. Alright, bye!